Shoo-wee. After all of that excitement, we have now definitely worked up an appetite, and this next recipe is bursting with fruity flavor.
Fruits of the forest from Clover just added real cereal crunch. A symphony of fruit, oats, seeds, and granola crunch. Fruits of the forest. Real fruit, real cereal, real taste.
Made with love by Clover.
So what are we talking about here? Baked nuggets of oaty fruitiness with a hint of streusel might become your new breakfast fave. This twist on a classic cookie comes together with just a few ingredients, thanks to Clover, Fruits of the Forest, which has been kind of the star of the show today, and they're a perfect on-the-go snack. Undoubtedly, I think the limiting yourself to just one is going to be the only problem I foresee with this
I don't think anyone can
little
do that.
action here. So I'm on streusel duty.
Streusel duty,
I've heard of strudels, but I've never encountered a streusel.
It's quite a unique little end product, actually, and it tastes delicious, but we'll get to that.
It feels very Dutch. It feels very Dutch. I'm
does.
just saying that.
It
Okay,
does
but
indeed.
you've got the hard yards to do with
Yeah.
our actual cookies.
Let's get straight into this. So earlier I was talking about how simple baking's become now that the magical fairies and extraordinary woman in the kitchen
I don't know
are
what
able
you're
to
talking
assist
about.
us.
We do everything ourselves in this kitchen. We do everything.
But it's so cool because obviously you start with wet and then add the dry, so we're going to do exactly that. What
Okay.
I've got in the bowl already is some brown sugar and butter that's already been combined, so it's about a quarter cup of butter.
And like me, we're using that muscovado sugar, which has got that like deeper, almost toffee-like flavor and texture,
it's
which
like
is great for
caramelized
this.
sugar
Yeah.
almost in a weird way.
Completely.
So what we add into this, we've got 1 egg, we've got our vanilla essence, which, as you know, when it comes to baking or all things delicious, we're often using that, and then we've got a cup of oil in that. So
Okay.
voila, that completes the wet
wet.
ingredients. So we kind of just mix that all up together, nice and simple. Wasn't sure if I was supposed to use a whisk or not, but it's working.
Do it, man. I was lamenting the fact that you got the whisker, I got the whatever this thing is.
The knife spatula.
Yeah, that goes beyond being a spatula.
Ancient-
This
you've got
thing's
an
like
ancient weapon.
Yeah, it's like a Viking's tool. Absolutely love
And
it. Okay.
yeah, simple as that. I mean, look at the consistency and the texture of that already. The wet ingredients have just simply danced together in a fusion of power and magic. So now what's coming in is the dry ingredients.
Okay.
So nice and simple. We've got some oats, add a little bit of health and some good carbs into that.
Yeah.
We've got some baking.
You got the beta-glucan in the oats.
Hey, man,
the
been paying attention.
No, it's massive. I think that's been one of the big discoveries of the big kind of health kind of terms that's been
100%,
bandied
yeah.
about so much over the last couple of years. So good for your heart health
100%.
and healthy
So
cholesterol levels.
Flour's gone in, cinnamon and baking powder's also gone into that, along with some salt, obviously, just to neutralize and bring those flavors to the perfect balance, which they oh so deserve. And then a little bit of muscle, a little bit of elbow grease, boom, 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 and it is done. So
Looks absolutely perfect, man.
Texture, consistency is all cool. One more thing before I get to your step. I've got to essentially also bake this, right? So you want to just grab like little balls. I forgot about that step. You want to pop it into like little balls.
Use the spatula if you want.
I should have used that, hey? Don't worry, I washed my hands real good. But
And
essentially,
make them quite sizable. Hey, you want
we're going for extra,
a bit of
extra
surface
large.
area. Yeah.
100%. So start off with a ball like that, right? And then you can use your thumb or something like a spoon, and then to get that nice biscuit shape.
Create a bit of a little housing.
Boom.
Oh, it's like a little bowl in
thick
the
is
middle.
that,
Yeah.
eh?
Oh, that looks lovely.
It's going to be like a bread cookie, a loaf of bread. So essentially, you can do that a couple of times. You can use a fork as well, or anything else, but you want to get it nice and flat.
So we can
and
get the
then,
flavour
Yeah,
inside.
pop it into
100%.
the oven for about 20, 15 minutes, 180, and then we move over to your step.
Yeah, now we've got the streusel going here, so more beta-glucan, we've got more oats, we've got our muscovado in the bowl already. We're going to mix this together. And this streusel sounds like something you want to kind of leave to just soak and do its thing for a little while. And then we've got our vanilla essence going in there as well. And then about 2 tablespoons of oil, so let's see if I can measure that. I'm gonna go with
Beautiful
that.
stuff.
Mix it together.
And one thing I must not forget, obviously, is once, obviously, our cookie comes out cooked, before we even put the streusel on, we got to dive into our hero ingredient, this clover fruits of the forest. That's going to kind of combine everything. It's the glue and the magic in this actual recipe as well.
Yeah, and it's going to kind of soften it from a textural perspective. Obviously, it's going to give you the beautiful creamy texture, but it's going to kind of balance out the toffiness. We love our clover fruits of the forest dairy snack. Obviously, that creamy taste. Then you've got the beautiful crunchy fruit inside, which I think are going to be the perfect kind of added element here. here. It's a source of 10 vitamins, and if you're looking for breakfast on the go, try Fruits of the Forest with cereal, ready to enjoy anywhere. I absolutely love that, but we're not using that this morning because we've got our kind of cereal vibe going with our biscuits here. So we've got our streusel, we've got some little raisins to top it off, and
Really good.
now the magical moment has arrived. What did you say? Magic and power.
Yes.
I love it. And it's up to you how much you want to put in, I suppose, but I'm not going to play around.
Yeah, that's it.
And the little bits of fruit in
That's
it
it.
are just
More the
going
merrier,
to
I say, eh?
take it to a different level. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm not about to know.
What I'm more fascinated though with this dish is exactly what you speak about, is all those textures. I mean, you got the crunch and the crumble from the biscuit. You got the clover fruits of the forest bringing through that sort of just like balance and smoothness, and then the streusel just giving that
Look at
crunch
that.
and that
A little bit
pizzazz.
of, and like you say, it's got those caramel flavor notes from the muscovado. That's going to be amazing.
Hey, that looks good, man.
It looks really good. And then the final, maybe some raisins or sultanas if you're prone.
Look
and look
at
at that. That's like a little dessert.
Hey,
Ta-da!
done. Nice stuff, G.
Hey,
we
nicely
got this
done,
stuff.
man.
Yeah,
We've
man,
got
I'm
this.
proud of us.
What are they? Nobody knows, but they are delicious. Absolutely beautiful biscuits that have so many health benefits, obviously really delicious and a little bit indulgent. And if you liked what we have put down on this table, then take a little look at this and, of course, find the recipe on expressoshow.com.
Made with love by Clover.